It's stopped. Garnacho has scored in stoppage time. And Manchester United have nicked it.
For updates in the world of football.
Sterling for Liverpool. He's seen Henderson face to face with Fernandinho. Henderson! Oh wow! Lift the Anfield roof. Company's error, yes.
Formula One.
Because down the inside now comes Carlos Sainz on Lewis Hamilton. Sainz just squeezes Hamilton, who goes over the rumble strip.
Cycling, boxing, basketball, and lots more. Listen to us live on Sport Rush, Mondays to Fridays, 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. on Al-IyamoyeTv Radio. For more inquiries, please call 0806 242 9799. Sports Rush, your everyday dose of sports.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sportville on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio, where we give to you the updates on sports all over the world today. And I am YAZID, and here with me is
I'm sure Moshood SM the Sports.
And I am ZIYAD.
okay. Starting with the deal of the day, Arsenal. West Ham have eventually completed. Arsenal eventually completed the signing of Declan Rice. It does remain Arsenal to unveil Declan Rice, as you used to say. Timber has been brought to cook the rice in Arsenal, and I believe Arsenal are going to be a hot cake and next season. Let's not forget last season. At the beginning of the season, last season, Arsenal were very fantastic, but with just Pep Guardiola's mind and his technicality, within some weeks he destroyed the Arsenal's team and came on top to win the Premier League. But this season we have a whole lot of top hot cakes in the Premier League, which Chelsea can't even be counted as one of them. We have the likes of Liverpool with the midfield strong McAllister, Dominic Szoboszlai, and all others. Alexander-Arnold. There's a saying that said Alexander-Arnold, with the haircut he did now, was when he did it when Liverpool won the Premier League 2019-2020. That Alexander-Arnold is coming with full force. And we have the likes of Manchester City also strengthening their own team. We have Arsenal strengthening their team. We have Manchester United with only Mason Mount and discussion on keepers. But Chelsea, we are still waiting for them. We have Tottenham also brought in Madison and a whole number of players. Newcastle also brought in Sandro Tonali and a whole lot of players, but we are still waiting for Chelsea. Or do you see Chelsea going to be competing with all other teams in top 4 next season?
Don't forget, Chelsea have announced Christopher Nkunku as well.
Okay.
Nicholas Jackson.
Okay.
As well. So they have new signing as well. Don't forget, Malogustu is still on the team. They are new signings.
Okay, Nicholas Jackson is going to be their first 9 for next season.
Possibly.
Okay.
And Bruja.
And
Possibly.
Bruja.
Point of correction, Man City did not destroy Arsenal title chase. Arsenal bottled it themselves. Arsenal bottled it themselves. And on the issue of declines, ways to say it, maybe it's not the high time for Arsenal to do party for us. Maybe the like of Chelsea, Man U, Man City will come and eat from the party. And eating from the party might be getting beaten by Arsenal, with what Arsenal have at their disposal. Because I say Arsenal as in replicating the last season performance and next season as well. But the only issue is still the experience of the coach himself. At some point, it will tell, and fatigue will set in. Arsenal will play in the UEFA Champions League, which last season they only played in the Europa League.
Yeah.
And Champions League is quite different from the Europa League. And don't forget, Arsenal came second last season in the English Premier League, whereby it is very, there's assurance that they will either play against Barcelona or they play against the likes of Napoli, playing against like Bayern Munich in top groups. Well, I still say Arsenal replicating a good performance next season. But league, I'm still in between. I can't say Arsenal or this team will win the league. But Arsenal have a good squad to reckon with next season.
Okay, Declan Rice to Arsenal. This is going to be a congratulatory victory and a victory to the Arsenal fans and board, saying Declan Rice is now in the team now. Declan Rice, we have Timber, which was unveiled yesterday, and wearing former William Saliba shirt, number 12 jersey. And during Timber, he was replayed back to 10 years when he was in Ajax, saying his dream team was to play at Arsenal, and eventually his dream has come to pass. During Timber, Declan Rice, and all, Arsenal are going to be very tough. And next season, do you think so?
I want to know now. Now Arsenal has won against Man U. Don't forget, Man U want to bring in Timber last season, but now Arsenal has won and won this ahead of Man U.
So if you bring the performance of Arsenal last season and the performance Arsenal will get to next season, Arsenal is going to be very, very hot. With Declan Rice in the strong midfield with Havertz and our captain Martin Odegaard.
Okay, Declan Rice, Havertz, and Captain Martin Odegaard in the midfield would destroy
even Manchester City.
If Arsenal is
hot, don't forget, Man City has water to quench your fire.
Man City only bought covers.
It doesn't mean about Manchester City, but it means about who they have in the team already. We have the likes of De Bruyne, which is one of the top class midfielders. Thierry Henry even made the comments yesterday saying De Bruyne is still one of the best midfielders he has ever seen in Premier League.
There was this debate yesterday that I saw, and I found it very difficult yesterday to comment. Picture of De Bruyne and Ricardo Kaka. Was person said, who is better between
Ricardo Kaka and De Bruyne?
I was so skeptical to comment that who is better between De Bruyne and Ricardo Kaka. I was somehow confused to choose between both. But if I was to choose, I would choose Ricardo Kaka ahead of De Bruyne.
Yeah, I would choose him because Ricardo Kaka collected the Ballon d'Or.
And also won the World Cup also, bro. Did you see Belgium having the chance of winning any World Cup before De Bruyne's time is over?
Let us go there.
Belgium are not even eligible at all.
Let us go there at all. The golden era has passed.
Belgium golden era has passed. But they still have likes of De Bruyne, they have likes
have
of Trossard, we have Mertens and all.
My question is, whenever Kevin De Bruyne is playing for Belgium, does he only replicate the format Man City at Belgium? No. Did Lukaku always replicate the same form? Yes, somehow. And then Hazard is no more in the team. Who we know that always push Belgium to victory sometimes. Like of the Martins, like of Witzel, and the likes. They press their era, like of Vincent Company and the likes. So I don't see Belgian national team maybe because they've misused the opportunity in 2018 or thereabouts, where they got to the semi-final.
Yeah,
Where they got beaten by I think it was they got beaten with one team like that, sir. Where they went to third place with England. And they won against England in the third place. So I don't see Belgium winning any World Cup.
At all, we don't see Belgium winning any World Cup at all.
But do you see De Bruyne in his future? Do you see De Bruyne collecting the Ballon d'Or?
I don't.
Also, De Bruyne is
De Bruyne is a top class player.
The reason why I say such is when you are in a team, when you deserve something sometimes, a particular player of a teammate of yours might be ahead of you. Look at Barcelona then. Xavi and Iniesta, they want to become the world best player, but they have this kind of this talented, gifted player, Lionel Messi. His shadow, as in cover the shadow of the likes of Xavi and Iniesta. That's the same similar thing happening to David De Bruyne. Or most of all these players last season was gotten by Elena. So I don't see Kevin De Bruyne.
What if he eventually leaves Manchester City to the likes of Madrid?
I don't see Kevin De Bruyne leaving for Madrid.
At all?
At all. Because where will they go and play as Madrid? That's my point.
let's not forget the era of Modric and Kroos is coming.
How old is Kevin De Bruyne? That is where my question lies. Kevin De Bruyne, 31, going to 32, going to Real Madrid, and I know Real Madrid will not spend that so amount of money on Kevin De Bruyne to bring him inside the team. So maybe in the likes of Fabregas, Iniesta, Xavi, Sneijder, David Silva, Joao Mata, they'll be in the same class that okay, we only won the other champions because all these players won Champions League, but they were unable to be crowned. Look at Andre Pirlo. Where Andre Pirlo is at its peak at AC Milan, that is where we have Kaka. He won the Ballon d'Or. That is where we have Andriy Shevchenko. He won the Ballon d'Or ahead of Andre Pirlo. So sometimes there are some players that they are unsung hero that we don't always value them sometimes. And if you remove their impact from the team, it will show that this player is not this team.
But let's not forget that Modric also earned the Ballon d'Or was when he was at the age of 32.
And that was when Croatia got to the final of the World Cup. And Belgium got to the final of next World Cup 2026. Oh yeah, let's calculate the age. Kevin De Bruyne.
Okay. Kevin De Bruyne might not be eligible to end the World Cup, but at the end of his era, we know a midfielder of world class was present. Okay, Bernardo Silva wanted by Barcelona move this summer. Deal is possible. Barcelona have already had a good start to the summer transfer window in terms of arrivals with Ilkay Gundogan, Inigo Martinez, and Victor Roque. However, club officials aren't done yet, and more deals are being worked on. Bernardo Silva to Barcelona.
Don't go there. I don't see Barcelona signing Bernardo Silva
At all.
because of what? Salary. They would discount the release clause for Bernardo Silva. Will Barcelona be able to pay £70 million for Bernardo Silva? Will they be able to offer Bernardo Silva 300,000 per week? Maybe Saudi. Because look at Barcelona team now. If Bernardo Silva goes to the Barcelona team, one, it will affect the performance of some players in the team, no doubt. Is that if Barcelona will be able to bring Bernardo Silva, maybe they want to sell the likes of Rafinha and get rid of Ousmane Dembele. And it's not possible to get rid of two players to bring in one player. So the wages will be one of the problem for Barcelona. And same thing as the release clause that Man City will get for Bernardo Silva. So I don't see it as possible there.
Apart from the release clause and wages and everything, you know, Bernardo Silva is a very, very world-class player, helping Man City in Champions League and everything. But saying Rafinha and Dembele, you know, Rafinha was supposed to leave Barcelona. Honestly, Arsenal wanted to bid for Rafinha. So if Barcelona should bring in Bernardo Silva, Rafinha should be able to leave the club, and Dembele can be a substitute.
Maybe we should advise Arsenal to go for Bernardo Silva. Well, we've not Arsenal for bringing player from
Manchester City.
I know if Arsenal do such, maybe in the next 5 seasons they will not be able to sign players
Due to financial fair play rules. We had a news came up yesterday that Manchester United had to pay a fine of over 300,000.
And same thing at Barcelona, 500,000 financial fair play.
Wow, okay, let's take a short break from here. When we get back on the break, we continue on the updates of sports all over the world today. Do stay with us. Thank you.
Thousands have been disappointed severally in their bid to seek greener pasture abroad. To those quack in the traveling agency business, it is a rocket science. That is not our case at Tausaf Travels and Tour. We have in-depth details on how to successfully, without stress, help you process and secure your visa to anywhere in the world. Do you want permanent residential visa, visiting and tourism visa, student visa to places like Europe, America, Asia, Africa? It's no big deal to us at Tausaf Travels and Tour. Our years of experience and expertise speaks volume for us. Let's process and secure visa for you to UK, USA, and Canada within a twinkle of an eye. We offer Hajj and Umrah services to our Muslim faithfuls. What are you waiting for? Consult us at number 9 Tausaf Central Mall, Sholanke Street, behind Laroy Hotel, Abiola Way, Abeokuta. 0802 733 0900 or 0806 578 4060. Stop wasting money. Pay for peace of mind. Talk to Tausaf Travels and Tours.
Back to Sportville on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Okay, news came up yesterday saying Romelu Lukaku have finally ditched Inter Milan team and going ahead to make a deal between Chelsea and Juventus. And Chelsea see this as one of the great opportunity to take in Lukaku and a bit money on Lukaku and bring in Dusan Vlahovic, as we discussed yesterday, saying Dusan Vlahovic should be preferable if he moves to Chelsea rather than going to Paris Saint-Germain. And Chelsea, with their smartness, saw this as an opportunity and used Lukaku as a bait to get in Dusan Vlahovic. But what Lukaku did to Inter Milan, is that a very good thing for Lukaku?
Firstly, I'll say this is one of the areas that makes me realize I never say never in football. Even though, as West Ham United has announced that they've agreed with Arsenal, never say never. A team might bring in £120 million for Declan Rice now, and West Ham will change their mind.
Not possible.
It's possible.
It's not possible.
It's possible. It's very possible. We've seen William. Tottenham has conducted medical for William. Only left for him to sign contract. And Chelsea, Mourinho just called William and he changed his mind. Back in 2005, John Mikel Obi has been unveiled. He has worn the Manchester United jersey, Vodafone. He has worn the jersey. Just left for Man U to announce him officially. He has done the medical, done everything. And Mourinho came in, called. I remember then, Michael Eminaru, they called, Mikel, you're coming to Chelsea. And he eventually joined Chelsea.
I don't see anything bringing 105 million for Declan Rice.
I was only bringing in examples. Nobody will ever say Lukaku will ditch Inter Milan for Juventus, despite what Juventus fans did to him in the Coppa Italian last season, whereby Juventus fans actually abused Romelu Lukaku. But the only issue I saw here is, it's possible the issue might be linked with Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba is a very good friend with Lukaku from Manchester United. And Chelsea, I don't see Chelsea signing Dusan Vlahovic.
That area.
Because now news came out that Chelsea are not on Dusan Vlahovic. There is one thing we call in marketing pull and push strategy. Now Juventus have, to me, they have one strategy that they want to do. They want to make, because now the issue now is Juventus bring in £37.5 million euro for Chelsea, plus 2.5 million add-ons, making 40 million. Inter yesterday agreed to pay 40 million euro to Chelsea, 35 million plus 5 million add-ons. Now it's not left for Chelsea to decide which one will I agree on. And on Juventus deal, Juventus will need to sell Dusan Vlahovic before they can pay that money for Chelsea. Now the pull and push trading now will be Chelsea take Dusan Vlahovic. We know we owe you 40. Bring in 30 to it to make 70 to sign Dusan Vlahovic. It's possible. Because now Juventus want to push out Dusan Vlahovic. They know they want to get some money on that. They want to get 70 million on Vlahovic. Okay, let's see how we can get this guy out of Juventus. And they can't bring in a player not until they sell Dusan Vlahovic. And they'll say, okay, we'll then Lukaku a striker, Dusan Vlahovic a striker. And Chelsea wants Lukaku to move out of Chelsea by Monday. And where is the solution? The only solution I think Chelsea can do is they should look at the deal very well. Although collecting 37.5 million pounds is quite bigger than 35 million pounds that Inter Milan bought. But Lukaku only made some mistakes yesterday, not picking up from Chelsea, not picking up from Inter Milan. Now discussing with Juventus. But for me, if Chelsea can see that Lukaku deal as an opportunity for them to be able to bring in the language and pay the amount of money that the Juventus want on that. It all depends on the coach. If Pochettino really wants Dusan Vlahovic, if the coach doesn't want Dusan Vlahovic, it now depends on Lukaku himself to decide. But I think Chelsea will eventually accept Inter Milan offer, because Inter Milan now are also depending on Andrew Onana to move to Manchester United, and they've agreed the deal on yesterday, £45 million plus 5 million add-ons, £50 million plus 5 million add-ons, 55 million. Inter Milan will collect 55 million and remove, substitute 40 million out of it. And I think Inter Milan deal will still pay Chelsea rather than collecting the money from Juventus.
Okay, what do you see to that deal between Lukaku, Chelsea, Juventus, Inter Milan?
You said Lukaku will leave Chelsea by Monday.
Chelsea wants him to leave.
Chelsea wants him to leave by Monday. I see Chelsea during this weekend, for the betterment of the clubs, I see Chelsea signing Dusan Vlahovic this weekend, maybe today or tomorrow. And I see Lukaku entering Juventus.
Okay, Lukaku to Juventus, and a deal between Chelsea and Juventus to bring in Dusan Vlahovic. The news came up now that PSG are already interested in signing Harry Kane. PSG have contacted Tottenham, while PSG, Manchester United and Bayern are in the race for Harry Kane. I don't think Daniel Levy is willing to leave Harry Kane to any of the teams.
It's of two things. If PSG will be able to pay the amount of money Tottenham Hotspur wants on Harry Kane, there's no issue of no moving. If PSG signed Harry Kane, I don't see them going for the Zimbabwe or strikers. But what Tottenham Hotspur offers Harry Kane, it's very difficult. Even though if Harry Kane is my junior brother or senior brother, I'll tell Harry Kane to accept Tottenham offer than going to any club to win trophy. Now, for my one offer is they want to make Harry Kane the highest top earner in the English Premier League. 400 in a week.
400
in a week. Secondly, they offer Harry Kane chance after he retired to come and become coach. It's like a youth corper serving at a particular place, and they say after your NYSC there's a job for you. You know, such a youth corps member, you say, I will accept the offer. But the only issue that will make Harry Kane to leave Tottenham Hotspur is when the asking price of Daniel Levy is met. If it's not met, I know Harry Kane lost money so much. Tottenham Hotspur have seen that Harry Kane lost, because 2 seasons ago when they want to leave Tottenham Hotspur for Man City, this is the same thing that Daniel Levy proposed to Harry Kane, and Harry Kane signed a new contract and he collected the money. But I still see Harry Kane staying at Tottenham Hotspur if none of this team meets his asking price. And I don't see Harry Kane issuing transfer request because of his reputation with Tottenham Hotspur.
See, I see Harry Kane leaving Tottenham. You know, for you to be a world-class greatest player, you have to have a trophy. You know, Harry Kane was playing for Tottenham, scoring goals in Premier League, second highest goal scorer, not scoring goals, no trophy, nothing. But going to PSG, Mbappe, striker, you can't go to PSG.
Okay, what if Harry Kane eventually moved to PSG and in the first season PSG doesn't win any trophy? Is it not possible?
Even the League
Last season, they only won the League One with just only 4 points.
Yeah, 4 points. It was very tough last season.
And they are out of the Coupe de France, Champions League. It's very possible for PSG to go in a season without a trophy. Because most teams also in French League One are now bringing in players. Don't forget Strasbourg, which is now bought by Chelsea. Chelsea will try to invest in it. We still have like of Lyon, we still have like Olympique Marseille. Last season, Reims came in. Don't forget next season Champions League, Reims and Lens will play in Champions League as well.
Don't forget Bayern Munich in the race of Harry Kane.
They are in the race. Will they be able to pay the amount of money for Harry Kane? You said winning a trophy will make you a big player.
Yes.
My question now is playing in the World Cup, does it mean you are one of the greatest players?
Winning the World Cup.
Playing in the World Cup or winning the Champions League, does it make you winning Champions League? Does it make a player the best player in the one of the best players in the world?
I didn't say.
No, you said winning the trophy. Let's look at this thing. So sometimes we say in England, winning EPL is one of the greatest achievements of a player. Steven Gerrard did not win EPL, and he's still one of the greatest players. You know what? The image of Harry Kane started at Tottenham Hotspur Academy, and don't forget this kind of market that we are now. We're not Tottenham Hotspur for selling players for huge amount of money. They've sold 2 players that I know that they got huge amount of money on. One, Gareth Bale. For world record free for Madrid. Same thing, Luka Modric. They got like 60 million pounds on Luka Modric. Back then. The offer that Tottenham Hotspur offer Harry Kane is very, very difficult for Harry Kane to resist. Very, very difficult. If no team meets his ridiculous. Mind you, therefore yesterday, Harry Kane came back to Tottenham Hotspur training. And he doesn't show any sign of remorseful
at all
of leaving Tottenham Hotspur. So you will see it for the body language. Look at Declan Rice. You will see it from the body language of Declan Rice. Musa Caicedo, we will see it in the body language of Musa Caicedo. Even though there is one picture that surfaced on the internet yesterday, Musa Caicedo and his mom, they sat at the back of the car wearing Chelsea jersey. You will see that that's such a player really want to leave the team. But you don't see it from Harry Kane body language that you want to leave Tottenham Hotspur. That's what makes me to say Harry Kane has 60% chance of staying at Tottenham Hotspur than moving to anywhere else.
Okay, yeah, do you now see Harry Kane retiring in Tottenham Hotspur?
It might not retire at Tottenham Hotspur. It might still move into maybe America, MLS. Maybe after 3-4 years. I can still have like 5 years to play. It might move out of Tottenham Hotspur whenever they say, yes, we are done with you. That level is very hard to negotiate with. That level, already Laurentiis at Napoli. These are one of the 2 difficult presidents to negotiate with. They are very, very difficult. They don't mind the player to live on the money and on the transfer fee that doesn't pay them. Look at when Barcelona and Manchester United are on Koulibaly 2 seasons ago. Just for 60 million, for 70 million. I want to say they want 100 million on Koulibaly then. Whereby Man U and Barcelona are begging with just only 60. And they ended up selling Koulibaly for just 34 million pounds. They don't mind. So I don't see Harry Kane. Me, to my own perspective, I don't know to yours. Harry Kane, I don't see Harry Kane leaving Tottenham Hotspur if no team meets the asking price.
But to my own perspective, I want Harry Kane to win the trophy with all the goals he has been scoring, everything he has helped Tottenham.
Maybe that's what God's testimony for to score goals. We don't know. Yes.
But you can't expect a player to be scoring that lot of goals in the Premier League or in the Premier League season and not win a trophy.
He won the trophy.
Golden boot.
And that's what he has to accredit to all of his goals and contributions to Tottenham. Okay, we've come to the end of Sports Vibe today on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the notification bell for more and more programs like this. I remain YAZID.
I'm sure Wally Marshall SMD Sports.
I am ZIYAD.
Tell you,
goodbye.